record this. All right, guys, I started the recording a little bit into my talk, but like I said, it's mind-blowing how the amount of people have come into iMarketsLive and lives have changed. I mean, you got my guys in Dallas Fort Worth. You got Emery Holmes and Darwin Lopez go in there and helping people change their lives in there. You know, they've I know Austin and Arslan and some of these guys have created these trade houses where groups get together. I've seen it on the messages on Facebook. I see other groups getting their messages. I see Daniel up in Canada, and I see these guys down in Miami, and it's just out in Czech Republic and Europe. Oh my God! But the messages I'm getting, and I realize that we need to keep that London session and the New York session too advanced. People need to eat, guys. So with that being said, we're gonna start doing. I'll do once a week webinars, and this will be the first one. Obviously, this is a brand new one. The first of many that we plan to do. And I want to just keep supporting the new people. People are just coming into the industry. All right, bring your people here. Bring your people to get fed. So once a week, middle of the week, I want to start doing this going forward. It's been weighing on me to get it done. I just have a lot of things in front of us. So I cleared my calendar going forward. And our beginner webinars, that's what we're going to do. We're going to focus on something every time. You know, and we'll put together a nice course. Maybe I'll get some other speakers here and there, but we'll get it where everybody's happy. You guys want to commit to keep showing up every week? I'll commit to keep showing up and bringing stuff to the table. I got 22 years of knowledge. I got 22 years of wealth education, of whatever you want to call it, that I can bring to you. And I know some of the stuff I do, even at the basic level, is still advanced. We'll work on that, okay? I'm going to work on bringing it down to the basic on these classes. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy teaching. So just understand what we're going to be doing. I'm not going to be perfect. I'll make mistakes. I'm going to draw with on my screen. Not going to be the most perfect, but I think you're cool with that. I think that's being real. So I want to start going over some of the things we have that we can bring to the table. How many may we have access to this recording? I have to figure out how I'm going to do that. I will. Okay, I'll tell you what. I will email out again and get out to my members. So when members, when you get the recording for this, just share it with everybody. That's all. And this is a beginner basic training. And we want people to learn, to come into the company. What y'all seeing on the screen here? All right, let me get myself off the screen. Hey guys, let me tell you, guys. Let me tell you, I've been grinding real hard, non-stop. And earlier today and yesterday, I discovered my jacuzzi. You turn it on, and all the water comes out, and you put the little soap in there, and bzz. I'm cool. I'm very happy. I'm relaxed. I know some people say to me, how could you go 24 hours a day? Believe me, I get 6 to 7 hours a day worth of sleep. I sleep during the day like a dog, like my golden retriever. She sleeps, I sleep. I work at night. Don't worry about my sleep habits. I'm good. I know some people think it's okay not to sleep. I sleep. I'm fine. So don't worry about it. You know, and drink a lot of water. This is green iced tea. Okay. I want to go through, let me just get myself off a video. I know on the recording you don't see me. This is one of our products. This is called the harmonic scanner. And this is what I want to get you to at some point. I want to get you to the ability to understand this. Yeah, it's Kenyan water, right, Ryan? You and Tiger and Chopra and yeah, Kenyan water. Lots of respect to you guys. Okay. This is the harmonic scanner, what you see on the screen. And the harmonic scanner has been a game changer and what some people call the category creator. And this right here basically is laying out for you trade opportunities where it draws the pretty pictures. Don't worry about it. We're talking about basics today, but this is the beginning stages of something great, okay? You just stick with me. All right. So it draws out these pretty pictures. And on these pretty pictures, it's defining buy and sell areas. And what it's doing is taking people who've never been in the industry before and giving them a shot to get in the industry and make money. And the disconnect is, well, what's a tick? What's a pip? What's a lot? What's this? What's that? And the disconnect is, well, what's a AUD? What's an NZD? All these little things. Now, we do have beginner classes on our website, but I think we have to take it so far back to what is IML? You know, what is Forex? Where am I? And this is somebody's asking me if the harmonic scanner for Traders Way for binary options is out yet. I'm not sure if the programmer finished it. Maybe it was done already today. If not, it'll be done tomorrow. I'll email it out. Okay, don't worry about it. And let me just do something here. Let me just take this one and turn this off and turn that on. Okay. All right. So my goal is to get you to where you end up understanding what you're seeing on the screen, these pretty patterns, because you guys are paying for it anyway. It's in your package. You pay for it. It's part of what you're paying for. You're getting it. It's practically free, quite honestly. And I want you to understand all these ratios. So I want to take you from the very, very beginning going forward, where at some point you're going to understand everything, understand risk. So this is going to be an ongoing class. Now, from now on, this first class, I'll take it, I'll send it out in an email. But going forward, I will do them I'll send them out on iMarketsLive list. That's all I send it out to. And it'll be on our site, accessible for iMarketsLive members. So we'll do one class. It'll be free, and then that'll be archived for members only. So I can't get any fairer than that. And my goal is just to make you guys who really want it to become great traders. I could tell you what's coming also, not just this harmonic scanner. I have other platforms, other things that we've done that are going to look similar to this, where a pattern is going to be created, and then it's going to have a list of scans, and then it's going to be able to, well, let me show you something else. Hold on. I'm going to put this on pause. Actually, I'm not going to be able to show that to you now. Wrong computer. But we're going to have other indicators with scanners attached to it. We have one that I used when I was with my former business partner, mentor, Linda Bradford Rashke, was called the First Cross. I love it. I've used it forever. There's other patterns that it's going to draw on the chart, and it's going to set it up. It's going to give you the same scans, the same criteria, and you're going to be able to have multiple scanners, multiple packages. And I'm not raising the prices at IML. I'm never going to raise the prices. Please understand that. You have no idea. I'm never raising the prices. Don't ever worry about Chris is going to screw us. It never happened. I'm not like these other companies. You got it. You got everything where it is. But I got programmers. They're sitting around saying, "Give me work." I already pay them. They're on the payroll, so they do a good job. I keep them busy. When I got something serious, now I got something serious. Two more scanners are coming. In terms of, I'm talking to my email members because this is who I send it out to. But if you're on the outside looking in, just sit back until I get started. So the other thing we have, guys, you know how the MetaTrader 4, you have to download everything to MetaTrader 4. It's kind of a pain in the neck if you have Apple. I'm in the process. We're in the process right now. In the process. We're heading. This is going fast. We're heading towards it very, very fast. Where the scanner is going to be on a very lighter front end, meaning all our data is on our back end servers and we're pushing it forward. So what you're seeing here is a picture only. You can't even access, no data to access. This is a picture. Seriously, if I was to make this another broker, the chart would look weird, okay? The picture would be here and your prices would be here somewhere. Like somebody told me that, let me see if I can show you an example. Let me see if I can show you an example. Make sure the markets are open. No, let's see this. Open an account, GBP demo 2. Let me see, GBP demo 2. And I'm doing we're doing one for a live account right now also, by the way. Euro demo 1. Let's see if this works. All right. Australia. No, Australia. That's not a real address. Let me see if this works. Sometimes it looks weird. Okay. Sometimes it looks weird. Figures on mine it won't, right? All right, I want to show you something. You see how this is off? You see how that doesn't fit? You see that? How it's not perfect? These lines are drawn in the middle of nowhere. You guys see that? You guys with me? You see that? Okay, that's because this is a picture. It's not, the data is not on this screen. So what we're going to do with this picture is we're going to push it forward. We're pushing it forward to an application, and the application is going to sit on your smart device. So you're going to be able to use this very, very soon on an iPhone, a laptop, your iPads, your, I don't know, your Windows, whatever, book, everything. You're going to be able to have it anywhere. So you understand, I have the technology already. You see this? It's pushing it to MetaTrader 4. That doesn't even look right. It's a picture. You can't access this. This is coming from different servers. Now these words here also, same thing, are coming from someplace else. We got a couple things working together to make it look like one chart. Yeah, everything, Androids, everything. So I'm not going to make it an app. I'm going to make it an HTML front where it's basically a web page, right? Just like some of these pages, they're like a web page front that's for a smart device. Rather than going straight app, we have to get it approved. I got it. We got it, man. We got great programmers. So very, very soon, your harmonic scanner is not going to have to worry about being on a MetaTrader 4. We're going to lift it and put it on any device. So that way, you turn it on, it's done. We're pushing for weeks, hopefully weeks and weeks away. Let's just say up to 2 months, okay? Fair enough. I'm hoping before then, but we'll say up to 2 months. It's going to change the game completely. That means you could be anywhere on a bus, anywhere, and get this information, okay? Make it real nice for you. So I know you newbies are going, what's he going to teach? When's he going to teach? Relax. Let me get into the mode. Let me get into the reasons why I'm doing this. So I want to get our members understanding the markets and understanding something where they can, it's minimal access, minimal data transfer on any device because it's being sent as a picture, just like you would get a selfie from somebody. Same thing. And we're working together with Trading View at their back end. Yeah, so I buy licenses and stuff. It's good. Okay, so I really want to get to what we're looking at on these charts, and let's find another chart. Let's understand what we're looking at. Let's strip everything down. Okay, let's strip everything down. Let's get rid of all this stuff. We're going to do class after class, week after week, And I'm going to up the education next week. Okay? Yeah, nobody could steal it. Don't worry about it. We're good. I'm going to amp up the education going into next week. This week is more of an interview or a preview of what's to come. All right. All these questions you're asking, guys, all these questions you're asking, that's the goal, is to answer these questions within our trainings. Okay? This week, very, very, light training the first day. In your back office, we have some trainings, but what I want to do is just start from the beginning. I mean, it's amazing when we do these London sessions and we say, okay, exit half or do this or do that. People go, what? What's a micro? So let's start with let's start with the basics. All right. So going forward, as I said, I'll be doing these free. So plug into the person that referred you, and from that point, I'm going to take them. I'll put them on our website. They're for our members. If the members choose to hand them to you, that's fine. They'll be embedded on our website, and every week we're going to give them out. So I'll give them out free, and we'll take it from there. Okay? So let's look at a couple of components that we need to look at in the beginning. All right? What is Forex? Like, what is Forex? I mean, we have people coming into our company saying, what is Forex? Forex is foreign exchange. It's short for foreign exchange. Now, unfortunately, I wish we could have a bit better of a platform here where we can type, but it seems that our current platform with GoToWebinars limitations on certain things. Actually, hold on a second. I got an idea. Nope. Okay. What is Forex? Forex means foreign, or it's Forex, or it's Forex. You'll hear all these little terms. What is Forex? Okay. Hey, Gal Chavez, tell you what, here's how you get dismissed. Okay? He's asking, how do I join the webinars 4,000 times? So there, I just dismissed him. That's what happens when you're disrespectful. All right? All right, my focus is on you guys and nothing else. But I just want to let you know where I want to get you from is where I want to get you from knowing nothing, getting you to being able to read that scanner, being able to profit every day from that scanner, being able to put money in your pocket 24 hours a day from the scanner. The other part of the scanner, as I know a lot of you guys like these binary options, and these things are crazy. So I don't promote a broker, but we do got the scanner for binary options. Although, as I said, this is kind of, the data is being shot over is completely based on other data. So you see how wacky it is. All right. Forex is, you can paint or word to write. Yeah, you know what? Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me see if I could do that. I know the other day I was doing something and it wasn't recording properly. So let me see if I can get this set up. And if my paint program isn't good enough, okay. All right, can you see that, guys? Can you see paint, the paint program? Can you see that? Okay. All right, I'm hoping this wonderful, all right. I got you all. Listen, I'm here for you, man. We're not going anywhere. Relax. I got nothing to do until 7:30 tonight. And I just want to give a shout out to the Mac crew, GBO, GWB, or GBW. Got all these crazy names in my company. I'm doing a webinar for them tonight. And if my golden retriever decides to bark, forgive her, okay? She's a golden retriever. I just got to make all these apologies in advance because I see on Facebook, Chris's dog was in the way or whatever. So I don't mean disrespect. Like I said, hold on a second. Come here, girl. Just right here. So again, the word Forex, Forex, foreign exchange, it's written out in different ways. And what we're able to do is leverage money, right? We're able to leverage money and take, just fix them right here, take pennies and create dollars out of them. We really are. Foreign exchange is a very exciting market. My goal is for you to be able at some point to read these charts, to understand what all this means, all this noise. To you it's very overwhelming. I get it. What does this all mean? And what bothers me also is people come into the markets and they think, oh, I should just buy here because it's going up, or I should just sell here because it's going up. And with no methodology and seeing people lose money, I see all the messages right now. People need this. You guys need this. So my goal is eventually to get you to this point, understanding it, and eventually get you to the point where you're understanding how to read the scanner and profit and put money in your pocket. That's all I'm trying to do. Okay, let me just fix this. Okay, I noticed that when I change certain screens, you still watch the old screen. So foreign exchange basically means let's just say you, and we're gonna fix the size of this. You go to Europe. You go from USA to EUROP. Now, if I can't spell half the time, just deal with it, okay? I'm not claiming to be a great speller. When you get rich like me, you can go and hire people to spell. The problem is, I can't spell the ads on Craigslist. I'm just kidding with you guys. You know that? I can't spell the ads to hire somebody to help me spell. So the funny thing is, seriously, I wanted to hire. I actually have people look over my writing because I'm sloppy with that. So I made an ad. I'm looking for a badass personal assistant for the coolest CEO in the world. That was the ad. And what do I get? A bunch of biker chicks replying to my ads with pictures with their tongue sticking out and rings and middle fingers. So much for me getting a personal assistant, guys. So that's what I get, right? I was thinking badass, like smart. I got badass. I got girls with tattoos on the forehead with these SWAT stickers. So yeah, my luck. When you go from Europe to USA to Europe, you buy euro and sell US dollar. All right? You go to Europe, you buy euro and sell US dollar. Now, right there, okay, take a look at what we just did right there. So that right there, I'm just created a symbol, right? EURUSD. I went to Europe, I buy the euro, and I'm selling the USD. That's essentially what I'm doing, right? And we're getting that EURUSD. And I'll explain all of this as we go on. And when you buy the euro, you're buying them at the price. So, for instance, if the euro, and I really don't care what price it is right now, all right? Actually, I may have to care because you guys will catch me on it. So, God forbid. All right, 1.28. So the current price in the market is 1.28. And this is what it costs. So if you look at the exchange, the currency exchange prices, it's $1.28. Euro is costing you $1.28, like that. One euro equal $1.28. So that's the price. So 1 euro is equal to $1.28 right now. So if you go to Europe, you need $1.28 to buy 1 euro. So if you buy 10 euros, it's going to cost you $10.28. All right. 1.12. I'm sorry, 1.28. I had it right before, right? Sorry about that. Okay, right there. So if you're buying one, so if you're buying another one, it's going to cost this, like that. If you're buying 10, yeah, 13, right? Everybody's giving me the exact numbers. Guys, relax, man. I'm just getting the point across. So if you buy 1 euro, it's costing you 1.128. It doesn't matter the prices, they go up and down. The fact is you got to sell the U.S. currency, and you got to buy the exchange rate from the other country. So, all right. As I said in the beginning, it's 1.13. Now, when you go from country to country, you're selling one country's currency, you're buying one country's currency, and you're selling yours. So that way you're having that exchange. That's foreign exchange. That's essentially what it is. What we do is we look at these additional digits that come with it. So let me show you something. All right. You guys see my chart, right? You see my chart here. This is a very, very beginner's class. So if you already know about the markets, you're just hanging out supporting the people that don't know anything. All right. So understand that. And I appreciate you guys who know everything or know about the markets. You're supporting the people that don't know. I think a lot of people just show up to some of my webinars just for my antics. But right here, all this little pricing in here, you see all these like little prices. You'll see people on Facebook, you know, I sold here, I bought here, and then they're talking about how they made all these pips, and they draw this out. And it's true. You know, little movements in the market create a lot of profit. Okay, but we're going to get there. No, there's no chat because I don't want you guys sitting there yapping with each other while we're doing this. So that's the start of it. Foreign exchange means you're exchanging your one country's currency for another country's currency. My screen is frozen. Yeah, right here. Okay, you're exchanging one country's currency for another. You see the different prices, these little movements here. Okay, it'll be on the video. You guys can see it again. Okay, all these little movements right here. All this right here is profitability if you're in the right direction, obviously. So I want to get you to that point. And as I said, you're buying one country's currency and selling another one to come up with the price. And we also have different countries' currencies that we work with. So let's take a look at that. All right, the countries that we work with. We buy, we got the US dollar, we got the euro, and I want to stop right there. Now, they talk about there's numbers all over the place. It's a $6 trillion market. It's a $1 trillion. Don't worry about how much volume it is. It's most of it, about 80% of it is wrapped around the US dollar. Okay, wrapped around the US dollar, which means that all the major currencies, you have major currencies, and those currencies are wrapped around the US dollar. All right. And the highest liquidity pair, as we call them, so the US dollar has around 80% plus or minus of all volume is wrapped around that. Now, with that, the highest volume pair of everything out there, it's upwards 75, 85%. Everybody throws numbers around. I'm just trying to get you for the fact that the highest volume pair is the Euro USD. Okay, which means you went to Europe, you bought the Euro, you sold your dollars, and now everything we base on is what's the price of the Euro? Well, it's $1.13, period. The other two digits is where we make money. All right, we make money in here. And we make money on that extra digit in there. Okay? So, which pairs do we use? You got the USD, we got the Euro, right? And I know my friends are going to help me when I don't put them all here correctly. I already know that. We got the British pound, we got the Australian dollar, we got the Canadian dollar, we got the Swiss franc, which is CHF. All right. We got the New Zealand dollar, right? You got the Japanese yen. Thank you, Mark. You got the Japanese yen. And we basically are looking at all these different countries' currencies, and we're interrelating them also. For instance, the EUR could have the Japanese yen next to it. And all we're doing here, for example, is we're doing something like this. Is right now, for instance, if a person went to Japan, went to Europe, they sold the yen and they bought the euro. And when you look at the price of that, it's how many yen. Can you guys hear me? Mark? Okay, so somebody, okay, hold on a second. Lysandra, maybe it's on your end. Okay, I sent it to her because she keeps typing, asking, so no sound. And I can't tell her, hey, turn your sound on, because if she has no sound, she can't hear me, right? So the euro is basically a derivative of the EUR USD and the USD JPY. Yeah, the problem is I can't tell her on audio how to fix it, right? Okay, she got it. So if we look at the what they call a cross, and I'll get into this in a second in terms of pairs and crosses. When we look at these crosses, you have two countries that join together, and essentially they're using the USD together. These two prices, they come up with a calculation, and they come up with this cross rate. Okay, these are called major currencies. So let me go back to it again. Okay. So anything with the USD attached to it, these are called pairs, and everything where you have these other currencies that are combined, these are called crosses. So what we know so far is we deal in foreign exchange, that when you go from one country to another country, you're selling your money and buying another country's currency. For instance, you go from US to Europe, you sell the dollar and you buy the euro. You pay whatever currency they charged for one euro. We deal with major currencies. The major currencies are the US dollar, the euro, the British pound, the Australian dollar, the Canadian dollar, the Swiss franc, the New Zealand dollar, and the Japanese yen. So here, if we were to look at this, the EUR USD, did I miss any, guys? I always miss them. Okay, it looks like this. If we were looking at symbols on a chart, I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. That way, no stress, okay? So when you look at the markets, most people just trade these. Matter of fact, most people just trade this. Oh, AUD, thank you. Appreciate it, Eli. So most people trade the euro. That's the highest volume pair or highest volume symbol. Then you got the GBP, which is the British pound, the Australian dollar, the Canadian dollar, the Swiss franc. I don't know why they call it CHF as Swiss franc. There's some reason. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. New Zealand dollar. Mine is not to know why. Mine is to just to sell or buy. And then we got the USD JPY. These are all called pairs. All right, USD pairs. And as I said, when you start breaking up these pairs, these majors, and start combining them, you start getting different pictures like that. All right, so let me show you what it looks like on a screen. Okay, here, market watch. Okay, the markets are going crazy right now. So in here on the left, can you guys see my chart now, Mark? Okay, that's good. I'll just ask Mark. I'll just have, so that way you don't have to type, everybody. So in MetaTrader 4, and we got classes that we're going to get to in terms of all this MetaTrader 4 stuff. And on our website, we have tons and tons of information there. Don't worry what the bid is and the ask is. I'll explain that in a minute. I'm just giving you a basic class. Okay, what we're going to do in here is we're going to go to symbols. And we're going to hide. Certain symbols we're going to hide, right? Well, we don't have to hide them. So just a few of them that we work with. The EUR USD, you see the price. The EUR JPY, I took the euro and the Japanese yen and put them together. Here's the USD JPY, it has its own price number. The British pound and Japanese yen. The Australia in Japanese yen. The US dollar and the Swiss franc. The Australian dollar and the US dollar. The euro and the Swiss franc. The euro and the British pound. The New Zealand dollar and the US dollar. The US dollar and the Canadian dollar. The British pound and Australian dollar. As you see, these are all what they call the major currencies. They wrap all around the US dollar, as I said, like the euro. The euro has its price with the US dollar. The Japanese has its price with the US dollar, and then they come up with this particular price right here. Okay, it's 127 yen to buy 1 euro, essentially. That's what the euro costs here. $1.13 to buy euro. And every pair that's created, every cross that's created has its own price structure. It has a bid and an ask. It has how much are people willing to buy it for. Okay. Yeah. So it's what people are willing to buy it for and what people are willing to sell it for. All right. That's the bid and ask. You want to bid to buy it. You want to offer it, which is the ask. So they also call it the bid and the offer. And that's what you're starting with. You're starting with foreign exchange. You're starting with the country's currencies. You're starting with taking those currencies and combining them. The US dollar being the most dominant. Then the Euro USD, those two right there. This symbol right here is the most dominant. Most volume is around this. The second one is around here, which is the British pound, US dollar. Those are highly loved. And then you got all the other ones. And every time two symbols are connected, two countries' currencies are connected, a new price. For instance, to go to England and buy the British pound is going to cost you $1.46, $1.45 to buy 1 British pound. So let's assume we go to Starbucks. Starbucks is $4. You're paying 4 times $1.50, $6, right? Whatever it may be for 1 cup of coffee. So understand prices, they all have a bid and an ask, what people are willing to buy and sell it for. And this movement is going on 24 hours a day. This foreign exchange market, okay, it's going on 24 hours a day. So we are in a 24-hour environment, 24-hour market because of the exchange. Now you know what the currencies are. Exchange of currencies and trading of it. For instance, I know we talk about it's a $6 trillion market, but do we really understand what's combined in the $6 trillion? Well, let's just say you go to Europe and you got your bank card and you're paying for things all over the place. Well, the banks have to settle these transactions. Let's just say you use Citibank in the USA, you use Citibank and you travel to Europe. Let's just go to your Citibank and you go to Europe and you spend $1,000 all over Europe. All right, and your bank is in the USA. Okay, USA. What's going to happen after you make these transactions and you spend $1,000 or 1,000 euro, right? It's going to be $1,300 or whatever, 11. You're going to be spending money in Europe, and you're going to spend $1,000 in transactions. It's going to come out to about $1,130. And what's going to happen is the banks have to settle it back with the U.S. banks. They have to convert it back. Okay, so everything has to get converted back. It has to be taken out of your bank account. So the fact is, all the money you're spending, these banks are doing the transaction. So foreign exchange, most of the foreign exchange is people traveling. They're at these little currency exchange booths at the airport. But the major amount of currency exchange, foreign exchange, is not us trading. It's the banks doing trading. The banks are doing these transactions. All these major institutions are doing all the transactions. Now, yes, they're taking positions. Exactly. Somebody's saying, wow, they didn't know this. They're taking their own positions in the market if they feel the euro should go up or go down. You got currency exchanges at airports, currency exchanges at spots all over the world. You got banks reconciliating their reconciliations of their transactions, settling their transactions with the banks you did the business with. So let's just say you went to Europe, and now Citi has to settle with Euro Bank 1, Deutsche Bank, Deutsche Bank, whatever it is there. Every bank has to settle directly back to Citibank. They have to. And that's foreign exchange. That's essentially foreign exchange. I know we all think, oh, $6 trillion market, get a piece of the pie. Trading is like they say maybe $1 billion of the 6 billion that's quoted. Maybe it's less. I would say, okay, let's assume it's $1 billion. You and I, maybe a few hundred million, right? The real money is not even, but the real money is in the banks itself, making these transactions and making positions. So you have thousands of banks that do foreign exchange. You also have, think about it, you also have insurance companies, right? You have insurance companies. You have large institutions. You have large, let's just say, Microsoft. Microsoft. Like I said, insurance companies. You got New York Life, Prudential. Okay, you got large institutions, Microsoft and Apple, and all these big companies. You got what they call hedge funds, um, or managed funds, hedge funds. These guys, they take billions of dollars and they trade them. All of them trade. So don't think they don't. Microsoft takes your money after they create a sale and they trade it and they create more cash flow. The highest income for many companies is through trading. All right? Very, very large income for insurance companies is trading. It's not just the premiums that they charge. I mean, you have to think about it, right? They take in $100 and they pay out 100,000. That's backwards. But you take in enough hundreds of dollars and you put it to trading, you make hundreds of thousands just on trading. So insurance companies, banks, they trade, every major bank. So they're trading, and this is all encompassed in the $6 trillion a day market. All right? It's all encompassed in the $6 trillion a day market. Let's get back. So 24-hour market, we're trading. Companies are trading this, they're settling. So that's where you have, yeah, I know, it's interesting. That's where you have such a large amount that's being quoted. It's just all this stuff going on that you can't see behind the scenes. All right? I'm sure people trade at Apple, the traders at Apple take up complete floors. Complete floors. Let me see if I could find something, a picture of something. Let me see if I could find something here. I want to show you guys something. Let's see. Newport, New Jersey. I want to show you something. Okay. I own a percentage of a very large construction company, guys, and I know some of my friends know this, and I built all of this stuff here. This is only part of it, all up to Jersey Shore. My family, I started a construction company back in 1989. My brothers own 80%. I own 20% of it. We do a very, very large amount. We're into the 9 figures with just our construction business, and we built all of these buildings all up in New Jersey, up the coast. But I want to point out a couple of things. You see this building right here? You see this building right here? To you, they're just regular office spaces. Yeah, right? Right? To you, they're regular office spaces. In here, these are massive floors. Okay, massive floors. They're trading floors. What do I mean? These are trading floors for like insurance companies, and it's crazy. Yes. It's crazy. So we built them, and they have all these computer floors. They're raised floors. They got all the computer stuff, and they are just trading floors. I'm talking massive, like just regular companies buying out. All right, doing complete floors just on trading. You would think they were just regular commercial buildings. Yeah, they are. But a lot of this real estate in here, and the reason this was built, right? A lot of the reason this was built is because what happened over here in New York on 9/11, right? 9/11. So all of these trading floors, which used to be in New York City, they're all here. Yeah, massive buildings just in trading. All right, my family, we built these. My family built these. All right, when I say my family, my brother is and me. Okay, it started in 1986, real small, and it got nuts over the years. But you can see the right here. This is all trading, all in here. A lot of trading floors within these buildings. So don't think without a second that this doesn't happen. All right. It really got started, Mark, back around 1998, and then after 9/11, all these bigger buildings started coming in because they had to move all the space out of New York City. The risk was just there was no place to put them. Massive trading floors. So I know we talk about $6 trillion market, but I want you to understand the basics of really what's going on in foreign exchange. Now, we have the ability as individuals, we have the legal right as individuals to trade, to make a profit, okay? And when we look at the prices, when we looked at the prices, and just a few minutes ago, they were down here, and now they're up here, right? All these prices are consistently moving. And we have different size, values, what they call trade sizes, lots. I'll explain that in a minute. And also little digits that are moving, these are the digits we trade. This is what the retail public sees. $1.13, 1.130, 1.131. That's what the retail people see, and that's when you pay to go to different countries. What we're doing behind the scenes is trading these little digits here, the 7 and the 8, like right in here, this 8, 9, right in there. We're trading that. That's us making money. That's also, like I said, all the currency companies trading, settling their prices. I'm talking automobile companies, Mercedes, all these companies, their largest income, one of the largest incomes from some of these companies, even banks, the largest income for a bank is foreign exchange or trading. They do bonds, they do foreign exchange, they do futures, they do stocks. It comes from trading. And another thing, when you understand trading and really what we do, you could trade any market, any time frame. You could trade. Let me show you something. Okay, let me just freeze my screen. Let me show you something here. Okay. Yeah, I could talk about how I started and all that. Sure. We do this live in New York, live in London, and New York session. We also trade the futures. Let me show you something. And I want you guys to learn this also. It's not something um, that I made up. It's we do this live every day. And I'm not sure if I could show this, but let me see if I could show what happened today. So it's not just foreign exchange. You can make money in any market. Here's the futures. You see this, guys, right here? This is on the future side. This is another class we're going to teach. Yeah, London's smoking hot. New York is crazy. A lot of guys don't realize even what we do during the day is in the morning. I ask people, how did you do? And they're telling me, and this is per $3,000, $4,000 on the in the future side. Okay, but the point is, there's so many different ways to make money. The markets allow it. There's trading FOREX. There's trading. Yeah, you see Kevin's name in there? There's FOREX. There's futures. We're going to learn all about this stuff. Okay? We're going to learn all about this. Okay? People making money with us. All my people making money. right? What did we do this week so far? Okay, on a $3,000 account, we're making full-time income. My members are doing this, not just me, it's my members. I do this live, real money, and we do that. So we're going to be introducing you to so many different things going forward of how to make money in the markets with us, period. All right, period. So one stream of income is foreign exchange. Another one is futures, which I just showed you. Another one is stocks. Another one is bonds. So all these big companies do that, and that's where this trading comes from. Now, in terms of the word market makers and all these other terminology, it's irrelevant right now. I want to get you from the beginning stages. So what I'm going to do is after tonight, I'm going to send out another email from the company, and I'm going to do another webinar where it's just basically core trading. We're going to dedicate each class to maybe a couple of topics. I'm going to take you guys from the beginning stages of knowing nothing to literally becoming masters of the market, if you allow me. Tonight's more of like an opening ceremony type of thing. All right? We're all together on this so far? We're all together with me? All right? I don't want you guys thinking you can learn everything in one night. I didn't learn everything in one night. It's 22 years of in the making, and I will make you guys beasts if you allow me. You keep showing up. You can get other people, bring them to the table, let them learn. And I promise you, you got my dedication. You got my love out there. Like I said, I didn't realize the amount of people that needed the education. And I'm going to put together each week, we'll do a couple of topics, and I will make you beasts. All right. Somebody asked, what's my better bread and butter? All right. I'm going to be straight with you. I have to be honest with you. The bread and butter of trading for most bigger traders is not foreign exchange, it's the futures. But we know not everybody can afford the futures. Okay? Not everybody can afford $4,000 or $5,000. Because if you look at it, $4,000 or $5,000, that's just a little leverage is making you a full-time income. Tell me another company that does that. We're going to end the week at about $1,500 in profit on like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. That's every week. That's all the time. So I love foreign exchange for the fact we could take longer term positions, but day to day, there's nothing that can compare to the futures market because, so you understand, I'm only doing this in 5 minutes. Look at this, guys. This is every day, 5 to 10 minutes every day. Like every day, 5 to 10 minutes. That's all we're working. 5 to 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Don't worry about futures. I'm going to teach you all this stuff. Okay? With foreign exchange, you have to wait and just be patient. Let the markets play out over time. Hours and days, and that's fine. Okay? You can get away with it, do smaller positions over a longer period. And that's a great model, and we love it. But you also have to have that right now money too. So I'm going to teach you everything. Yeah, why would I waste my time looking at a small chart on Forex? I'm going to show you. Yeah, let me show you something. Right here, I'll show you something. Okay, can't seem to show it. Not a problem. But you look here, if you look at the bid and ask, it always changes. At these oddball hours, it changes. And the S&P is very active between, the futures are very active for 8 hours a day. All right. The foreign exchange, you're waiting for the London Open. You're waiting for the New York Open. You're waiting for news. Okay. You're waiting for news. We got guys that make fortunes with us. Fortunes. Just in a couple of minutes a day. So, and it's day after day. Yeah, we have our losses. Okay. Disclaimer out there, is, I don't know, you could lose money trading. How about that? But it's risky. So the foreign exchange market's a different animal. I'm going to teach you to be a master at that. I'm going to teach you to be a master with trading futures. At some point, I'm going to show you how to master investing your money. I'm going to show you how to doing everything. The other thing is the auto trader that we have. Look, the other night it took some losses, and to some people it was armor freaking getting. Okay? Oh, the auto trader lost money. It was 15 trades. It wasn't 15 trades. Guys, so you understand. When you're trading, it's buying and selling at levels. Okay? It's doing like this. All right? So one position adds up to different levels. But here's the cool thing. Is I got 3 other traders that I'm including in the next couple of days. We're uploading the data right now. All right? So we're going to have very conservative traders. We're going to have very aggressive traders. The Euromaster, he's very aggressive. But I have guys that are not so aggressive, that they're active. And we're going to have it where you're going to open up in the next few days. It's going to be a buffet. You can pick from what you want. You can pick from the guy's history who's very aggressive, not so aggressive. Longer term trades, who does a GBP and who does mixtures. What we have coming on FX Signals Live, the quote unquote order trader, is a level that nobody's done before in our space. Okay? Don't worry about it. I got some major things coming for you. It's all about you guys. So, as I was saying, let's go back here. If you allow me, from week to week, we'll do training. I'll do a couple of topics to do one evening worth of data. We'll record it. It'll all be on our back office because now, quite honestly, I have more time. FX Signals Live got built. The harmonic scan, I got 2 teams working on the integration between that and the app. I got the programming company which we acquired. They handling other projects, so I have project managers for that. We have a ton of more support people at IML. So now all my time is freed up. I'm not really putting so much time into the groups anymore. All right. Scott Carney and I working together, who created the harmonic patterns. And I know, listen, I know my haters are out here. Got to make a little statement to the guys who what they call so-called competitors. I want to make a little statement. All right. Let me first off, so you guys understand this. Like I said, this, for those who weren't here, what we have coming out is our front end is going to be more of like what they call an HTML5. It's where the window conforms to the size of your device, and you can see everything pretty clear. It's coming out in weeks. You're going to have a browser-based, and Mark is helping me, a browser-based platform that we're going to drive all this data to your browser. So you're not going to need MetaTrader 4 anymore. You're not going to need it. It's responsive. I'm glad you guys know. Listen, I go mobile responsive. You're going to have it on your iPhones, your iPads, your Windows, your this, your that. Within a couple of weeks, you're going to be able to take a new prospect into your company in iMarketsLive, put them right onto the mobile responsive platform, and they're done. They're in business. I don't care where in the world they are. They don't have to download MetaTrader 4 anymore. It's coming. It's coming fast. All right? We're basically separating them. For those that want to use MetaTrader 4, great. We're also going to have a way you just throw up your a page. It's there for you. All right? Yeah, man. I'm telling you guys, crazy was coming. Listen, I'm all about world domination. iMarketsLive. If you're with IML, I want everybody wearing our shirts. I don't care. You're going to Starbucks. I want everybody wearing iMarketsLive shirts. Why not? Why not? We're changing the globe. We're helping people change their freaking lives out there. We're doing for others that others don't want to do. So why not? Why not give everybody what they need? I don't care if they're in Nigeria. I don't care if they're in Russia. I don't care if they're in the Bronx, New York. They have all the same access to what we have. Guys, I'm telling you, ridiculous. I can't trade. Listen, I can't trade without this anymore. So, what about Alabama? I love you, Alabama. Oh man, do you remember the movie My Cousin Vinny? Remember the movie My Cousin Vinny? We're in Alabama. You killed the good old boy. There ain't no way this is not going to court. Joe Pesci and was it Joe Pesci and Costa Rica? Oh my God, everybody's calling out Italy and Texas. All right, listen, I know I have to get IML shirts. I know that. I know that. I got soul, man. I'm from the Bronx, New York originally. I got soul. I'm from the streets. I came from a multicultural neighborhood. We had Puerto Ricans, Italians, black people. You had them all mixed up. And back in the 70s, I guess people used to fight. When I grew up in the early 80s, mid 80s, it was all one family. And that's why I don't have any prejudices. And I wish everybody grew up like I did in a multicultural neighborhood where you would have some Puerto Rican food, or you have some Cuban food, or you have some soul food, or you have some Italian food, or Irish pies, or whatever. And that's where I grew up. I grew up right on the border of Yonkers and East 241st Street, and I had no prejudices growing up. So I don't care who you're from, who your daddy is, what your religion is. I don't care. I don't care. One of my followers here, guys have been watching me for 13 years. He's from Saudi Arabia. We love him. Jamaican. I got my Jamaican thing going on here. So, um, so going forward, guys, what we have coming, I promise you, I'm going to teach you every step of the way, everything. And tonight was more of just a hello, and just stick with us type of thing. And Dominicans, guys, so the CFO of our company is Dominican. Did you know that? The CFO of our company is Dominican, you know? So we have that Latin flavor on our company. And I cannot wait to bring our team leaders and the guys that qualified to Vegas at the end of the month. We're going to have a big party. I have a lot of great things planned. So more important, and I'm also thinking at some point maybe do like a trading seminar, a weekend workshop for advanced people. So here's what we're leaving it today. Number one, I just want you to understand what we're doing at iMarketsLive in terms of the education going forward. Once a week, I'm going to be bringing to the table, away from the trading, just education for basics. And I'll be doing basics along the way, and we break them up into classes. And we'll do them going forward. It'll take us a few months, but you know what? You stick with me, you'll have 2, 3, 4 months worth of education. You're going to become a beast. That way you can apply yourself and come into the live London session and live FOREX session during the day and trade with us. Right now I'm working together with our leaders as they're asking me to do the London session maybe half the time for our members only and the other half of the time as a free. I have to respect that. So that may be coming for March 1st. I have to respect that. All right. So don't worry about it. You're going to have a lot of free education out there, but I do have to respect our teams and everything also. But no problem. All right. We have a lot of good things, guys. You have exactly. James, you learn 3 things in an hour. You have no idea what's going on, and that's great. After each week, you're going to learn more and more and more and more. Okay? Don't worry about learning tonight. Tonight was more or less, I wanted to get you an introduction of really what foreign exchange is all about. I'm not here to teach the guy that knows about it. I'm here to teach the guy I'm not going to say like me. I keep putting myself in the beginning mindset. You have to understand. I keep putting myself as though I never did this before and teach it. I want to figure, like, for instance, I put my mother here. I want my mother at the end of a class to say, oh, I know. You're selling your dollar and you're buying US EUR. That's foreign exchange. Wow, I can understand that. So you guys want to know how I started? You guys want to know how I started? You want to know my story? Let me get some water. Hold on a second, okay? Hold on. Let me tell you my story. Hold on, okay? Hold on. I gotta get some more ice. Yeah, I got an ice bucket, guys. I actually have an ice bucket. I have an ice machine down the hallway. And we'll put it here. Hey, Ronnie. How you doing? Good girl. Good girl. Okay, so here's what I discovered. I discovered something today, guys. Yeah, that's my ice bucket. I have the ice machine down the hallway. So living in a resort, it's kind of weird. I go down the hallway and I got like the vending machines, I got ice machines, I got soda machines, candy, pretzels. You know, look, I need it, guys. If I listen, the work I do for you guys, I need it. You guys should be pretty fortunate that I have the ability to have a better lifestyle that makes my life easier. Not not one that says, "Oh, you're lucky." I'm not lucky. I've never done anything. I've never been lucky in my life. Believe me. All right. So I'm not putting the camera on right now. So let me tell you about my let me tell you. Well, listen, I found a way that I could be able to lift some of the burdens off my shoulder, and I got a phenomenal team around me. I'm giving a shout out to my support team. I got dozens of people on support. I got dozens of people on support. We have two teams of programmers. We have tens of thousands of reps. We have IBOs, our team leaders, our leaderships. We have everybody is just, gosh, you know, I'm so blessed. And my goal is just to keep giving to you guys. So I want to tell you about how I got started. Okay? I'm not going to get into where I live. All right, don't worry about where I live. Just worry about that I'm doing the right thing every night for you. Yeah, Mark knows. I had somebody send me a package for Christmas, and they sent it, and it got returned. And they resent it, and it got returned. All right, my name is not on any lists anywhere. Okay, I don't want anybody knocking on my door. So I live a private lifestyle, put it like that. But my job is just to make sure you guys are protected at all times. Um, I started in around the 90s, and I started around the 90s, and I owned a construction company where I was showing you. I was actually, you want to laugh? Check this out. I started in the 90s. I had owned a construction company, like I said, and I was building buildings. And I was right here. I used to be on this building right here. Okay. And I called in to a friend, one of my project managers. This is before this. Around 1994, one of my friends called me. Somebody asked me if I built a construction company on my own. Yes, I actually, so you know, I started in construction in 1983. And I was an apprentice in New York City. And I worked my way up. A couple of years later, I started my own company. And it's just, we built it. I was very aggressive in terms of sales. I was very aggressive in terms of success. What you see now with the trading is my level of aggression that I went at when I built my construction company. My brothers who own the construction company right now treat the construction company as though I treat iMarketsLive. When I speak to them, all I want to know is, are we dominating New York? Are we dominating New Jersey? That's my conversation with them. So if you think of it, I got twin brothers who are like mirror versions of me saying the same things, dominating New Jersey, you know? So, but I was at construction in New York. I was very aggressive. And one of the company's developed project managers calls me up. He goes, Chris, we're going to be rich. I'm like, What are we gonna be rich on? He goes, I discovered something special. Get to my office. Come to my office. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to your office. Yeah. So I go to his office and now I'm not putting my brothers on Facebook. They don't have Facebooks. They're not allowed to have Facebooks. So you know that they're not allowed. So I went to his office and and he showed me charts all over the wall. This is 1994. This is before the internet, right? He showed me charts all over his wall, these big drawings. And he says to me, commodities are going to make us billionaires. I said, billionaires, like, what are we going to do, man? Let's do it. He's like, we're going to make fortunes doing nothing. He's like, we're going to make billions of dollars. I'm like, what are we going to make billions of dollars, He goes, commodities. That's what we're going to do, Chris. Commodities. Yeah, we had very basic computer, no internet back then. There was no internet. Or actually, it was very basic internet. It was very, very basic. It was like just direct connect satellite, So he said to me, he goes, sugar. We're going to corner the sugar market. He said, because when sugar market moves, we make fortunes. I'm like, really? So he explained to me how sugar worked. So I was thinking, and you got to understand something. I built all these buildings, right? This is in the 98, 99. All these buildings, this is, tens and tens. This is right here is, I don't know, is $100 million in construction for us. So over the years, I built a lot in New York. And one of my contractors suppliers came to me and says, sheetrock is going up. Sheetrock is going up. I'm like, really? What do you mean? He says, buy it now. Buy all the sheetrock you can now. He says, it's going up. I'm like, what do you mean? He says, there's a shortage in gypsum. This is back in 1992, 93, back then. He said, there's a shortage in gypsum. You got to buy. There was gypsum mining problems, right? So I bought like hundreds of thousands of square feet of gypsum, like gypsum wallboard, and I put them in our warehouse in Brooklyn. So we had warehouse in Brooklyn, we had trucks and everything, and we loaded all the gypsum, the wallboard there, and we were buying it for like 10 cents a square foot, 12 cents a square foot. And it ended up going up to 19, 20 cents a square foot. So we made a spread on all that difference. It went really high at some point. So we used our own supply, and when we were cutting out the competition, we bought in a boatload of gypsum. So when I competed against another company, I was charging the prices that I paid for as compared to the prices that were higher now. So if you were to compete against me, you're a smaller company, you're buying 25 cents a square foot, I'm charging 10 cents. There's no, on 1 million square feet, you're $150,000 different than me, right? So there's no way for me to lose a bid. There was no way. So we lower priced everything. Yes, exactly. So we were smart in that respect. So when this guy Brad brought it to my attention that he says, look, we could corner the sugar market. I'm thinking, okay. It wasn't the same guy. This is one of the project managers. I'm thinking the same thing. So I got all my project managers, my supers, my foremen into the office, and everybody thinks they're getting fired. And I'm like, listen, I want to accumulate sugar. I want all the sugar we can get because sugar is going to go up. Because Brad said to me, if sugar goes up, we're going to make fortune. So I thought he said sugar is going up and we're going to get rich, get all the sugar. So this is a true story. I can't even make some stuff I can't even make up. So I know I sound exaggerating some of my stories, but my stories are real. So we went out and we accumulated sugar. And I called him up one day, my way of accumulating it. And I said, Brad, I got like all the sugar. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, well, I got sugar. I got it in my warehouse. And he's like, we don't touch it. And he explained to me that it's all virtual, that commodity trading is virtual. And from there, he taught me about commodity trading. So my introduction to trading was in 1994, was sugar and corn and orange juice and wheat and soybeans, which are edamame. I figured that out 20 years later. So all of that was my introduction to trading. It wasn't about 2 years later, year and a half, 2 years later, was when I discovered the S&P futures. And I seeked out a big trader, a mentor. She took me under her wing, and I had other mentors, and I became an S&P trader. And that became my bread and butter. And then I became a Forex trader, and I became a stock trader. And all over during this time, I had gotten some massive education. I became a very big stock trader. I became one of the day trading crazed people. I had a very good mentor and partner. I put up the money, and he taught me, and we traded together. And we were one of the largest independent traders in stocks for a couple of years, under, I guess the SEC claimed we were, or whatever there was, the jurisdiction that watched us, the big brokers that we dealt with. But that's how I started. I didn't know anything. So if I can learn, and I can be a numbskull and learn and make mistakes, I could teach you to be extremely successful. But it has to start from somewhere. What you're looking at here, you got to picture this. 1998, I'm standing on top of this building calling my broker in 1998. Buy me 100 contracts, sell me this, do that. And I was enjoying trading. And I called up my mentor and says, look, I got $90 million worth of construction on this project here. And I'm a dilemma. I enjoy trading. And she said, you can have a good life doing that. You have a great life, you can make fortunes, but you could have a phenomenal life with trading because it gives you the ability to trade from anywhere in the world. You can have your freedom, which is really what I wanted. I couldn't do the same thing like this kind of building all over New Jersey. I couldn't just pick up my business and go, and I was attached to it. So with trading, I discovered I could trade from anywhere, and I had to be active. Listen, I'm right now I'm 50. Back 20 years ago, I'm 30 years old. I'm just getting started in life. I want to have fun, and 20 years later, I am where I am right now. But back then, I wanted to do things. I wanted to just do things and control my money and everything and learn. And I became a student of the industry. Yeah, I wanted to become a student. I wanted to manage my own money. I didn't want anybody else to manage it for me. I wanted that ability. I built all of this stuff, guys. This is all my family. We built all of this. All right. So I wanted the ability to have my personal freedom where I can get out and have my own business. So the person that taught me, what happened was the person that taught me, here, all of this. This is all my family, okay? All right? This is all this. And it goes all the way to the end. This building right here too. I'm sorry, all those, all this stuff that was built. That's all my family, guys. All right? So we built it for LaFrac and Tishman and all the big companies. All this right here, all these houses, all these condos. So I wanted something that I can do on my own. But what happened was I got mentored. I had a good mentor. And well, no, I don't own these buildings. I built them. I did all the walls and ceilings in them, which was pretty substantial, but I don't own those buildings. So not even close. Those are trillionaires that own them. No, I didn't. I wasn't I don't compete against Trump. Trump's a developer. I work for like a guy like Trump. We work for them. Companies like that. So uh, right here it is. All this, a lot of stuff out there in Jersey. It's just pretty exciting. That's New York City right there. But uh, what happened was the person that mentored me said to me, "Look, why don't we do this? Let's have some fun during the day. Let's start a live trading room. Let's have fun. Let's teach people." I was like, "Really?" And this is around 1998, 99, where Linda said to me, "Look, let's just teach people. Let's have fun, and we could run our own hedge fund, our own in-house trading fund. We could show people what we do live." That was Linda and I back then. We were one of the first ones to create the online trading rooms. It was us, it was Pristine, it was Trend Fund. I forgot who else was there. Online Trading Academy. It was all us back then. And we had the lion's share. I mean, we had relationships with brokers. Linda had a huge name. She's not really active anymore. But we had the lion's share of the industry out there. It was fun. And that's where it kind of made our name back then. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you love IML. I love IML too. This is IML. Tonight, when we're talking, this is IML, man. So she said, "Look, let's just do something and we'll teach people and we'll have fun." I'm all about that. I'm all about having fun. I'm all about educating people to be better. Why not? And that's where it started. That's where, yeah, we built all this stuff right here. That's all my family. All the walls, ceilings, the drywall contracts, everything. When 9/11 happened, had all my workers out there. Um, I think he has like 14. We have like 1,400 employees just on that in that company. So, um, but my thing was, yeah, this will be fun, and that's where it started. The live trading room, what you see today, has been around since like 1999, 2000. You know, it's been around. I'll show you where I started. I'll show you where I was born. I'll show you um uh East. It's one of the places. Uh, I lived in several places in the Bronx. I'll show you who I am. My parents bought this house. It wasn't that nice looking back then. All right, my parents bought this house. I was, a kid. That was my room. All right, it wasn't nice looking like it is today. This is in the Bronx. Okay, that was where I grew up in this neighborhood right here. All right, it was a mixed neighborhood. You know, we all used to hang out on the stoop right there. We used to hang out on the stoop here, and that's it. And then what I did was we would go up to the neighborhood. I'll show you. Yeah, we played stickball, baseball. I'll show you. I'll show you. All right, right up here. Okay, this is the neighborhood. This is the avenue that I came from. I didn't come from a rich place, guys. Seriously. Some people think like Chris is like from someplace. I'm not. Let me show you where I'm from. All right. Oops. This is the neighborhood. This is where I grew up. This is my life right here. Okay. I know how to do this. Oh, here, right there. I'm sorry. All right. I'm from the street corners. This is what we did. We hung out right here on the corner. That's what we did when I was younger. There's bars and that's it. You know. And nothing's changed. It's Jamaicans and blacks and whites and Spanish. Nothing's changed. This is where I grew up. That's where I grew up. And right here, I'll show you. Went a little too far there. Right here. Up the neighborhood. Yeah, up near Van Cortlandt. Okay, right here. Look, I'm going to tell you my life. We used to hang out here. Everybody used to hang out right here at the park. This is the park. We used to hang out. All right, guys used to sit here and deal drugs and hang out and party and do things and cause trouble. And I was a kid. I used to come and see what they're doing, sort of like you saw in the Bronx Tale. The same thing. A bunch of kids watching the big guys doing their hustles, doing their bets, their numbers, and that's where I'm from. So I didn't come from any kind of rosy background. I went to school right here. All right, that was the school I went to. So I'm not a guy that needs fancy stuff or anything like that. All right, more of the park right here. I think I went past it. We used to play ball right here. All right, it was back in the day. That's it. That's where I came from. And I lived in other areas. I lived in Castle Hill in the Bronx. I live in Parkchester. I lived up in Zariga Avenue. We lived in University. I bounced around, but for the most part, I lived in this neighborhood growing up as a kid. My best friend Danny lived here. A whole bunch of my guys had gotten killed, and that was in 1985. I had lost like a lot of my childhood friends for doing stupid things. That's why I gravitate to the younger people today. I want to see you guys make it. Get yourself off the street corners. Get yourself off the hustling. Become traders. Become successful. You don't need to be sitting in those street corners. You don't need to be dealing drugs over here or hustling or nothing like that. These guys got to do it. I'm sure he's doing nothing good, that guy right there. You know what I'm saying? So get these guys off the streets. Get these guys doing stuff. Get these guys inside their homes. All right? Get themselves being successful independently. All right? So at least you guys, you know what I'm saying? Get, you know, just become the market. Become a great student. Become a great student. All right? So you don't worry about what anybody thinks of you. Don't worry about who cares. Oh, you're going to lose money trading, or that's no good, or network marketing. I love network marketing. I don't care who don't like it. I love network marketing because I found a way that I could get people money to trade. I have guys in my company, our salon in Austin, making 20 to 30,000 a month. I saw his check today. His check today was scary. Like, he's 20 years old. Look at Austin. Came from the streets. He was freaking homeless. Now they're making multiple six-figure income with my company. Come on, they're empowering lives all over the world. Now, I'm not just picking out those guys. I'm just saying that those guys have done it, okay? And they're the representation of the younger generation. And we got many of you guys. Tonight I'm doing a group outside of all of them. So just know, I got you. I got you for life. I'm not going to stop. I got alliances that I'm putting together. Scott Carney, the guy wrote the book on harmonic trading. Look, guys, so you know, the guy wrote the book on harmonic trading. He's our business partner. He's our business partner. Now doesn't own my company on the harmonic stuff. Okay, that's it. All right, uh, but my thing is basically educating people on harmonics. Scott is a great guy. All right, he got disabled, and people maybe shun him away a little bit. He's my family. Our goal is to dominate that industry, set everything straight, and give you guys the best of the best. I got other traders, guys. I got people that you couldn't even access. I could bring them to the table, and I will. I promise you. All right, for all of our classes, I got really good people that I'm going to bring to the table that are going to train, educate, you know, and they'll just do it because we have relationships. Yeah, really cool stuff. So guys, what we're going to do also is I'm going to mix it up. Next week, maybe on Tuesday, I'll do a market geometry class, and then on Wednesday we'll do a basic class. Okay? So I'm going to do an advanced class next week on sacred geometry, Fibonacci, the golden ratios, and stuff that I've been doing for many years. It's not something just came up. I've had seminars on this stuff in the past. I'm going to break down for the advanced people all the market geometry, all the numbers, everything. How do you understand Fibonacci? Where it came from, counts, ratios, crazy stuff. And then next Wednesday we're going to do another class, a basic class. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'll probably send them out tonight, I'll probably send them out tonight or tomorrow. But you know, I appreciate you guys more than you know. You know, doing this. Listen, guys, listen. I want you to understand something. I want you to understand something truly. I'm Christopher Terry. I'm a regular guy. I'm like you. If I don't have something focused on, I probably go get myself into trouble doing something. You know, that's just who I am. I go get myself into things. It could be anything. Seriously. What? Come on. I'm regular. I'm a regular guy. So I started iMarketsLive to give me some structure that I could go to work every day, you know? It just took a life of its own. So I created iMarketsLive. It's more of so I can go to work every day and do something. So it's not like I created this, oh, Chris is going to get rich. He's making money off us. But I don't care. It means nothing. It means nothing. I'm here with you guys, okay? So next Tuesday, I'm going to do a market geometry class. And next Wednesday, we'll do well, actually, maybe on Tuesday, on Tuesday, let me look into it. Maybe Sunday, maybe Tuesday, I'll do a market geometry class. On Wednesday, we'll do the basics, and I'm going to go straight into basics, into technicals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this video that I just made, send this out on the invitation, so people understand the beginning, where we're from, and then every time I invite, I'll include the prior link. So there's some history there, and that we have that whole um, history going forward, saying like on the third week, here's the first 2 weeks that we did, and that way people can stay with us, you know, get caught up. So don't worry about it. I got it. I have the time. I have the energy, and I'm not writing a book right now. I'm not. I'm not writing the book right now, but we definitely one day will get a book. Actually, I have a book I'm writing. It's actually I do have a book I'm writing. Let me see if I can show you guys. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can figure this out. Don't move. Don't move. Um, hold on. Let me just put this on pause. Book. Hold on. Let me see if I can show you. Let me see if I can show you the book cover or the book. Book. Book covers. I don't know how to open this. All right. It's funny. I got a couple of my leaders that are trying to call me to go over the auto trader losses the other day. like it's Armageddon rather than learning what we're doing. You know what? Shame on you as a leader. All right? Shame on you as a leader. So he's going to get a phone call from me in a little while, and we're going to talk about why you're focusing on such the little things, not the important things. It's a big deal. You had a loss. Get over it. All right? So what we're doing, guys, is I have a book coming. All right? Do you see it? I have a book coming. And it's going to be ebook. We're going to give it away, pretty much give it away for like $2 or whatever, just to get people into the markets. I've written a book that's like a $70 book. It's going to go for like $2 or something like that. And my goal with iMarketsLive is to put this on Amazon and not to sell books, but to, well, this is one of the book covers, okay? This is one of the book covers. You see, we have different covers we're deciding right now. And what we're doing with it, so you understand, is my goal is to sell a little book, but to create some traffic and just give the traffic to my network marketing team, my marketers, just give them the traffic, not sell them traffic. I don't believe in that. So yeah, we have a lot of different covers we're working on, and I want to create some traffic, basically give the book away, and bring the audience in and just give it to the people. You know, whoever wants to build, here. To help you guys build your network marketing site also. So we have a lot that we're doing behind the scenes, so we can help people. Okay. Other than that, guys, I'm gonna send an email out for everything, and yeah, we got some great things happening. You know, we're gonna bring to the table a lot of content, a lot of value. I promise. You know, we have great things coming. So let me wrap up this webinar. Let me get it. Let me get it published. I'll see it. I'll send it out in the London session. And rock and roll, guys. Rock and roll. Love each and every one of you. I'll see you later. I will send this out once it's done. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm going to shut it down now, okay? All right. Thank you.